And so it begins, my first day of 33rd grade and our first broadcast of the 2025-26 high school season. We begin with high school girls tennis from Centennial and Circle Pines. Number one doubles, it's about to start right now with Blaine's Rosie Rekucki and Paige Dahlman, senior and sophomore. Second serve here, and they'll play against Centennial's Jenna Orcutt and Sophie Wynn. Return sent out of play. So it is 15 love to start. Dahlman wearing the cap, Rekucki without it. We're seeing a lot of softer strokes at the start of this one, not a lot of high velocity attacks, 15 all. Centennial playing their second meet of the season, won a triangular yesterday with a couple of section foes in Forest Lake and Duluth East. Second service here for Paige Dahlman. That went low into the fence, 15-30. Now we don't have a live scoreboard on site. That's usually the case with a lot of tennis, so we'll follow as best we can. Fine couple of volleys for Rosie Rekucki. That forces Centennial into an error. It's 30-30. Ball enters the playing area. Players call their own outs, as you know, in tennis. And Centennial with the first break point. Jenna Orcutt wearing the black cap, Sophie Wynn wearing the white cap for the Cougars. Orcutt trying to bring home a drop shot, instead brings us to deuce in our first game. It's a best of three. That one just brushed the net. Advantage Centennial. Doubles, as you know, the entire court is available, including those end lines. First serve goes out. Second service. So those alleys are in play, and we're back to a deuce. Our second of the first game. Orcutt and Wynn playing their first year, and they're both seniors together in doubles. Rekucki and Dahlman also the first year together in doubles. And now advantage goes to Blaine. As Rekucki changed the tenor of that rally. A couple of those volleys, as you'll see on screen. So Blaine now serving for a game point. And now it's deuce number three. One change this year that will impact the entire swath of tennis teams, the expansion to a third class. Soccer and volleyball did that a few years ago. Now tennis adding a third. Advantage Centennial. Sophie Wynn with an off-speed smash. And Centennial their third break chance. I believe we will have a do-over, or Will we have a changeover? One of the game balls from the other courts strolled onto the playing area here, and the point will count, so it is a break point for Centennial. And that means they take the first game. Break points always crucial. I talked to both coaches before the game, and they said it's going to be a little easier to make it to state now with the expansion of 3 classes. The section went from 17 teams to 8, so Centennial, Blaine, all the big schools moved up into 3A. And we'll have a new site for state tournament competition, but we'll get to that when we get closer, because the tournament isn't for another 2 months. As we have a double fault to start Game 2 in set 1. Sophie Wynn just couldn't get enough on it. Puts this serve down. And Dahlman forcing Wynn into an error. Love 30. Temperature about 80 degrees, dew point in the mid 60s, so a little summery as you might expect for mid-August. Wynn tried to play it, but was a little low with the forehand. And now Blaine with 3 break chances. Second service. Centennial fights off one of them. On the front court play by Orcutt. Centennial already notching a couple of wins against section opponents, looking to add a third with a win today. Good defense by Wynn leads to offense by Orcutt. 30-40. Blaine still has a break chance, but Centennial trying to bounce back. Rekucki and Dahlman, both multi-sport athletes. You may recognize them from basketball in the case of Rekucki, and Dahlman in the case of softball, who had to fill in as starting pitcher for a good chunk of last year. And Blaine gets the break. Some cross-court play by Rekucki allows Dahlman to weave it through the middle. If I'm following it correctly, that will give Blaine a break and a 1-1 score. So both teams break. And we'll have a second serve. Error by Wynn makes it 15-love. Both sides exchanging a break. And both teams needing 3 chances to do it, but we'll have to get another break again. Because that's how the sport of tennis works. Rekucki just missing that long shot. 15 all. Nice drop shot by Sophie Wynn to make it 15-30. Fault second service. As we said, breaks are important because you have to win a set by 2, and there's a double fault, so double break point for Centennial. They had 3 break chances a couple games ago, converted after the third deuce. They'll try to wrap it up quickly here. First serve is off. Dahlman read that one. As I'm sizing up those cross-court shots. And responded with a front-court attack, 30-40. Blaine holding off 1 break chance. This is the #1 doubles match. That goes out, so we head to a deuce. 40-40 technically, but Centennial, they've had to work for those break opportunities so far. They'll have to try again. Of course, this is #1 doubles. There are multiple matches going on at once. Double fault hands the advantage back to Centennial. As with every meet, you're not only playing for team consideration, but also individual consideration regarding sections and state. Another fine winner. Paige Dahlman brings us to deuce #2. Dahlman with some masterful strokes in the front court. Rekucki having some problems with the serve, though. Hits that one low, and Centennial back with the advantage. This will be their 4th break opportunity as the Northwest Suburban foes trying to get that early win to go into the column. Wynn bats it out. Deuce #3. First serve long. Second serve for Rekucki. Blaine with their first advantage in this one. And Rekucki, after struggling with the serve, rips an ace. Blaine fights off 4 break opportunities, and they lead 2-1. Quick change over here. If you're watching us live on North Metro TV, we'll be at Blaine tomorrow for volleyball. They'll take on Section Foe Duluth East. An evening game live on North Metro TV as we welcome everyone back for a new year. And I don't know if you can see it, but behind us, the Centennial football soccer stadium getting a renovation, new scoreboard, new track. It should make for some wonderful sights when we can close games there. Over here, the Blaine duo, Rosie Rekucki, her 3rd year playing varsity. She's been a doubles athlete through and through. Dahlman also played in doubles. They tried her out as an experiment to see if she could transition from singles to doubles, and the coaching staff considers her a quick study, played well enough, and they moved her up into the top spot with Rekucki. And as we noted, Dahlman having to fill in as starting pitcher for Blaine. I'll get to that in a moment. Centennial coach Kelly Quash having a conference with her senior duo, Orcutt and Wynn. Their 1st year playing together, as we understand it. And it's got to be a busy trek for these coaches, whether it's a single meet or a tri-meet, well, dual meet technically, tri-meet, however many meets, because you've got to keep an eye on 7 different pairings between doubles and singles. But we're ready to start. Blaine with a 2-1 lead, but someone needs to get a break again. Love. Again, players call their own outs and keep their own score, so I thought I heard 15 Love. We'll double check here. I do know Centennial got that point off the error. All. Nice shot down the alley by Dahlman. Starting to come into form. Remember, one of these teams needs to break. Wynn tried to go for the front court attack, batted it long. Blaine now with 2 break chances. They needed to use all 3 of them in their last break opportunity. 15-40. And a winner through the middle up front by Rekucki. Blaine proving opportunistic with their break chances so far. They're now 2 of 4 break opportunities. Centennial 1 of 7. And Blaine with a 3-1 edge and a chance to take command of this first set as they pick up serve here. Second service for Dahlman coming up. Double faults it. Love 15. Rekucki starting to channel her talents up front. Ripping order through the middle and then getting an off-speed drop on that last point, 15 all. Rekucki says thank you very much for that gift. Blaine taking charge on offense. 30-15. Rekucki backpedaled for a bit and then hit it on her own side. So 30 all. Of course, this next point, a big one. Dahlman called it and whiffed it. Look on her face, acknowledging that, yeah, I missed. But Blaine's still in it. Break point for Centennial, 30-40. And punching it through is Orcutt, so Centennial gets a break back, and that makes it 3-2. Or so we believe. It is. So we'll change sides again. 3-2, Centennial serving to tie it up. Taking advantage of that break chance. After both teams, both pairs, I should say, encountered turbulence these last couple of games, they are locked in. Remember, this is week 1 of the season. Football won't start until next week, so there have been practices, but not a whole lot of opportunities to scrimmage, refine, test your mettle. I often say this at the high school level. Second serve coming up. That first game or two can be a real challenge. Down the alley for Dahlman. Love 15. Second serve, again, players call their own outs at the high school level. And a double fall from Wynn makes it love 30, and Blaine giving up a couple of breaks, but they have a chance to get one back. Wynn hits it short. And Blaine with 3 break chances. Rekucki barrels that into the net, 15-40. A gentle breeze making our way, wafting through Circle Pines. Picture perfect beginning to the new year. Rekucki trying to pounce. Orcutt ducks out of the way. 30-40. Dahlman completes the break. Working the front end. Putting Centennial in a defensive position, so Blaine needed all 3 of those break chances, but they now lead 4-2. 3 of 7 in break opportunities. Second serve for Rekucki. Now Centennial wins it on a play up the middle. Breaking is proving to be the easy part so far. Holding serve may be the challenge. Second serve coming up. Centennial nearly handed a gift as the shot from Blaine brushed the net into the Centennial side. But Orcutt could not get it in bounds. And Rekucki having some difficulty getting these first serves to find their mark. .15-30. As the ball rolls not too far from our broadcast position. It's a tight fit here and at Circle Pines. You're calling tennis. Rekucki with a much needed serve that goes her way. Got that cross court shot down and jammed up Centennial in the process, 30 all. Back to back. Masterful serves for Rekucki, and Blaine has game point. Second serve coming up. Rekucki hooked it a little too far left. 40 all. Dahlman once again channeling her strengths up front. Blaine holds the advantage as they try to hold. And they will. So Rekucki and Dahlman able to get some good service play in there. And now Blaine is one game away from taking the first set, 5-2. With a pair of first-timers as teammates, no strangers. to the sport of tennis. Blaine, 3 of 7 in break chances in this first set. Can they do it one more time? And even if they don't, they do have some breathing room. Another error, 15 love. Difference so far, Centennial not able to hold serve in this first set. Dahlman, well, she's been playing well, but just didn't get enough elevation on that shot. 15 all. But again, Blaine does have some space to work with. Great serve by Orcutt, putting Blaine in a defensive rut, a defensive jam. And there wasn't a whole lot they could do as they tried to play catch up. 15-30. Centennial looking for a rally as they try to storm their way back and make a run at this first set in this best of 3. Two break chances for Centennial. Oh, 30 all. I stand corrected. Now it's 30-40. As Rekucki just couldn't quite catch up to the shot in time. Deuce number 1. Let's serve. Still first service for Orcutt. Wynn knew it as soon as she hit it. And Blaine with a chance to break for set point. Dahlman made a play and just brushed it. Dahlman went for the dagger. Certainly can't falter for the high risk or the high reward, high risk, however you phrase it, strategy. Deuce number 2. Blaine will get the advantage again and their second break opportunity. Second serve. Out it goes, and there was a ball that had rolled into the field of play. Perhaps fortuitous on the part of Centennial. Deuce number 3. Second serve. Centennial with their first advantage. Seeking to brush off a couple of break chances and extend this first set. Second serve. Centennial stays alive. But Blaine will have a chance to serve for set point. On a wondrous display of perseverance, resilience, a couple of break points. And Centennial fought off successfully. Dahlman starts this game off with a fantastic serve. Second service. Oh. 15 all. Rekucki comes up short on the leaping volley. 15-30. Dahlman wins the battle of cross-court shots. 30 all. Wynn beside herself for a moment. In one of the most epic battles. Blaine with set point again. Missed a couple of break chances in the last game. We'll try to serve for the break point here. Or I should say set point, excuse me. And they get it done. Rekucki drops it cross court. And Blaine takes the first set, 6-3. We're back in a moment. This is high school girls tennis on North Metro TV.
Wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing the song. Wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
To Sophia and Gabriel. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love. These stitches and threads join us together. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Set number 2 about to start. Blaine winning the first 6-3. And Rekucki follows up with her winner from the last set. Love 15. Blaine 3 of 9. Having a laugh there because Orcutt lost her grip on the racket and Wynn hit it right to her. Love 30, I believe, is the score. Out it goes. Wynn misfired, tried to play that volley. But as you saw there, it is a conference rivalry, but I would argue not the most animated. I believe we're at love 40, so Blaine with a few more break chances here. Ooh, Rekucki, some great defense, but just whiffed it on the forehand. It goes 30-40. Wynn jamming up Dahlman with the serve. As the sun peeks out again, we've had some intermittent cloud cover today. Second serve coming up. And Blaine breaks. Low arcing forehand by the senior Rekucki. The fourth time Blaine has broken today. Unofficially, 3 of 9 in the first set of break chances. And they get first one here. Of course, it's a long way to get to 6, but a win for Blaine certainly would be welcome. This is a conference and section match in terms of implications, and again, every team competing for the team score and individuals. Your number ones are going to be the ones in all likelihood contending for the individual section and state tournaments, but it all adds up. And even if we can't track it as diligently as some other sports, with the expansion to 3 classes, you have to figure Edina will still be a force in 3A, but other teams might have a chance to get in the conversation as we begin our second game. Rekucki serving. This will be your second serve. Rekucki has that nifty little wind-up motion as Wynn hits it underneath. 15 love for the Bengals. All. Second serve. Dahlman once again displaying her fortitude up front. She has been tough to hit around in this number 1 doubles match. (30-15). That one just missed the left alley. Blaine with a pair of game points. That's a let, so it stays second serve. (40-30) as Rekucki from the back side hit it short. Another error hands the game to Blaine. So they lead 2-0. Breaking a game and holding a game off to a fine start here. I see a few youthful Centennial players. Of course, later in the fall, we'll have our annual North Metro Youth Football League Championships. I believe Centennial will be the host site, so they'll have a chance to check out the new arrangements. But right now, back to action here. Second serve. And a double fault for Orcutt. Love 15. Down the left alley. down for a point. Rekucki wins the battle up front that time, 15-30. All. .30 as Dahlman overshoots the cross-court attempt. That ball is bouncing this way, and Centennial bounces themselves into contention, holding for the first time. 2-1 now, and set number 2. Of course, they'll need to get at least one break. Conference. Kelly Quash speaking with her Centennial #1 pairing. Orcutt and Wynn, the deciding factor in their victory over Duluth East yesterday in the triangular. Had a match scheduled last weekend, but our monsoon-like weather put a damper on those plans, no pun intended. So yesterday was the season opener. And every sport outside of football, I believe, beginning their fall seasons. Couldn't quite make out everything Kelly Quash was saying. But Blaine will serve with a 2-1 advantage here in the second set, already with a set in hand. And that high lob bounces out, 15 love. Emil Dahlman's play up front has been one of the difference makers in this match. But she's jamming up Centennial on the service game, picking up a couple of quick points. Just out, second serve coming up. Wynn a little too hard on the backhand. 40 love for Blaine. And they already have a break on their side. Second serve for Dahlman, the sophomore. Double faults it, but Blaine's still up 40-15. Jeffrey Fedor, the head coach, praising her ability to learn quickly. Wynn dumps it into the net, and Blaine picks up the game. They lead 3-1. Again, they have a break in hand. Dahlman catching up to some of these shot attempts with grace and agility. Love 15. Orcutt finds the seam up the middle and drops a winner home, 15 all. That's a point for Blaine, but that's not how Rekucki wanted it drawn up. Immediately asking Orcutt if she's all right, but it bounced off of her shoulder. That's a point for Blaine for a serve out. We'll try again because a ball from another court straddled into this one. This doesn't happen often, but if a ball hits a player, the point goes to the attacking side. That one goes out. So no harm, no foul effectively. We're square up at 30 all. Middle and out. Out again. Back-to-back errors. And Blaine breaks for the second time. 2 for 2 in break chances in the second set. 3 for 9 unofficially in the first set. And Blaine now up 4 games to 1. Early in the game, we saw Centennial fight off several break chances to pick up a couple of games, but Blaine finding their marks a little more accurately as they go back to service position. Second set for Rekucki, second serve that is. Dahlman missing. Love 15. Second serve for Rekucki. All. Play by Dahlman. Caught Wynn out of position. Just out, 15-30. This match began with a pair of breaks. Centennial needed 3 of them. Then Blaine got one back. And slowly took control, but took a little doing. Those first 3 games had 3 deuces, and then Centennial fought it off. 30-15 is the score, not 15-30. Second serve. And it can be a little tricky to tell where that ball goes from my vantage point. That one looks low, and it's 30 all. Blaine a couple games away. Securing a win in the #1 doubles match. As we get another intermittent cloud cover moving through. (40-30). Great serve, great winner by Dahlman. And Blaine now 1 game away from victory. They've converted 2 break chances already in this set. Let remains first serve. Orcutt played it. Love 15. It was a tough point to play. And out it goes. Love 30. That shot a couple points ago in that tough nobleman spot. Orcutt didn't look like she was fully under it to play it, but if you let it go, it might bounce in play, and you let a point go by. And Blaine completely taking over in the second set. They have 3 break chances. As the senior Rekucki and the sophomore Dahlman look to begin the season with a big victory in #1 doubles. Let second serve, or first serve. Second attempt at the first serve. Now it's second serve. Out it goes, Centennial. Not out of it yet. Remember, they did fight off a few break chances back in the first set to take a game from Blaine. (40) A not what have to happen, but Centennial, when they were down 5-2, again, got a big break to go their way. And Wynn hits it out. That will do it. Blaine captures the second set, and they emerge victorious, 6-3, 6-1. Rekucki and Dahlman start the season with authority, with flair. Orcutt and Wynn gave it a challenge early on, but Rekucki and Dahlman, as the match continued, started to lock in. They were hitting more accurately, and I'd say the biggest difference, the break chances, Blaine 3 of 4, or 3 of 5, I should say, break chances in the second set, and did not give up one. Centennial will try again. Of course, it's still really early in the season, but Blaine gets a statement win in conference and section play, and that will wrap up live coverage of our season opener. Join us tomorrow at 7 o'clock for high school volleyball, Blaine and Duluth East at Blaine on North Metro TV. Until then, this is Mike Beaton thanking you for watching live coverage of high school girls tennis on North Metro TV. We'll see you next time.